I'm Stephen Adaawen, and I come from Ghana, and also a doctoral student at ZEF. And I'm also under the WASCAL project, which is a project that is looking at climate change and land use in West Africa. I did my research in the northern part of Ghana. I don't know, maybe my map might not be that clear, but I did it in the northern part of Ghana, and my main focus was to look at how climate change was influencing out migration of the people in the area. The area that I did my research was Bongo in the northeastern part of Ghana. The area lies within the semi-arid area, and then the vegetation is basically Guinea savanna. And many of the people are rural folks and have more than close to about 90% of the population is engaged in agriculture. But over the years, there has been irregular rainfall patterns in the area. The crops that they mainly grow are basically rainfall dependent. But with the changes in the rainfall pattern, this has in a way kind of like influenced the main livelihood activity of people, which is agriculture. So as a way to kind of like adapt to these changes in the rainfall pattern, what most of the people do is to migrate to the southern part of Ghana to engage in menial jobs and all those things. Quite apart from that, southern part of Ghana has a double maximum of rainfall. That means 2 seasons. Unlike the northern part, which has only 1 rainy season, which is about 7 rainy days, and then after that we'll have a long drought of a dry season. So during the dry season, what these people do is that they kind of like migrate to the southern part to engage in other income earning activities. So this has been ongoing, and quite apart from that, if nothing much is done to kind of like help in influencing or enhancing the livelihood of these people, which is mainly agriculture, the tendency for out migration to be persistent will be great. So what can be done to help solve this situation of changes in the rainfall pattern, which is kind of like influencing the agricultural pattern and also influencing out migration? In my research, what I realized was that, or what some of the people suggested was that the government could come in to kind of like create jobs. How do they create jobs? In the area, more than half of the area is covered by rocks. The area is rocky. So they were suggesting that, okay, if there's changes in the rainfall pattern, and as a result, people are also out migrating, they could establish a quarry in the area to serve as a source of kind of jobs for people to earn income. That could, in a way, also prevent people from out migration. And also looking at, in terms of agriculture, what are the alternatives? What other land use opportunities are there? Quite apart from the fact that the area is covered with rocks. There are several areas in the forest that can also be exploited. That is in terms of agricultural extensification. In areas that have been affected by onchocerciasis, which is the black fly, which prevent people from kind of like staying around river banks and all those things. The eradication of the onco flies could create a way for people to farm along the river banks in terms of using the arable land that is there but is unable to be utilized as a result of the dominance of onco flies in the area. So the Ministry of Health could come in, or the Ministry of Agriculture could liaise with governmental agencies to kind of like eradicate the onchocerciasis. And lastly, what could also be done is to kind of like provide microcredit schemes for people to venture into other income earning areas in terms of technical skills, training of the youth, so that for them to engage in income earning jobs instead of migrating to the southern part of Ghana. So basically that is what my research basically seeks to highlight. Thank you very much.